Hey everybody, it's DeShawn, Hatcher Makeup Artist from New York City. From my message board, the amazing, fantastic Miss Allison Stout. Got a bug in here. Miss Allison Stout. I don't know why it's a bug, it's in the middle of winter, it's so annoying. Miss Allison Stout asked a really good question, and the question was, I'm going to read it, how does one know for certain that they indeed have talent and it's worth pursuing a long-lost dream, or know when to just lay it down and be content with that decision? Okay? I get asked this a lot from a lot of makeup artists in general. And there are so many variables, I guess, that go into play with this. But if you don't know for sure, I'm not sure if I do this makeup really well, I'm not sure. Well, I wasn't sure either when I started. In fact, I'm a beauty makeup artist now, beauty, fashion, all that stuff now. But when I first started, I was a film makeup artist. And basically what happened with me was, you look at film and you go, oh, it's so pretty. But I didn't know everything. I was pretty good at makeup. But I just was like, I look at that screen, I go, I don't know everything. And it made me say, you should go to school to figure out, the ins and outs of what you don't know. I went to school, and it was invaluable to me to go to school. And I had such a great teacher, Barry Berger, #1 teacher. And through his teaching, I learned a great deal about the industry and about what to expect, the little things like that on film sets. So it really set me up. But the one thing that I learned was I was pretty damn good at makeup. And so that's one of the things that I've always said to so many people is, if you're not sure in terms of your hand, if you're not sure how you want to go about, how well you do makeup, and let's say your passion is fashion, right? And so I would suggest go take a workshop. The first thing I want you to think about when you take workshops is this. Make sure that your instructor, teacher, educator is in the business that you want to be in. You understand? It doesn't make any sense to take a fashion makeup course from somebody who is doing bridal. Two separate worlds, okay? So make sure that they are indeed working in fashion. I always hear, I don't have people in my neighborhood who teaches in fashion. Then you need to take your behind out of that neighborhood and go to the nearest, biggest city that has fashion instructors and learn from them. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to do film? I started out doing film. I moved over to beauty. Do you want to do beauty? Do you want to do fashion? What is it that you want to do? Know that before you get in there. That is the most important part, which goes along with the #1 rule, which is to make sure the instructor is instructing you and has the credentials to assist you in learning all that you can about the field that you want to be in. So again, if you want to do fashion, find somebody who's in fashion. When you are in your class, in your workshop, you will have a conversation with your instructor. Have a conversation. Let them know your aspirations. What is it that you want to do? Tell them, I'm not really sure if I know how to, how well I'm doing in makeup. Let's say you want to pursue fashion, because that's what I do now, so I'll talk about fashion. So let's say that you want to pursue fashion, right? And tell them, I have the dreams of doing a Dolce & Gabbana ad campaign, or whatever it may be, or a fashion runway. Have I developed my hand enough to where you think I could at least start venturing into that area? Or do you think I need more practice? That kind of thing. You need to have a conversation with your instructor. That way they know what it is that you want. Like, a lot of people take workshops and they don't really speak to their instructor. They just kind of take the class and then they kind of just finish the class and then leave. No, have a conversation with the instructor, because that's what they're there for. They're really there to guide you into helping you with, with the field that you want to be in. If you have a conversation with them, I'm pretty sure 99.9 They will be there to critique and help you move forward. Let's say you got a glowing review that your instructor said, "You are so fantastic." Then what do you have to do? It is an ongoing process. I am what people call a veteran in the industry, but I still practice. I'm a teacher and I still practice, okay? I still do a lot of things that newbies have to do. And so I don't want you to think, well, I took one workshop, therefore I am a makeup artist. No, makeup artists are always continuing to strive to be better than what they were the day before, the job before. So realize that and practice, practice, practice. Each time you do something new, create take pictures of it. In my book, Assisting Rules, I go over befores and afters. It helps gauge where you are, with your makeup artistry. If you're a hair person, you're watching me with your hair, if you're a nail tech, same thing. If you take these pictures, you'll understand where you have come from, where you are now. It's invaluable to do that. One of the reasons why I strongly suggest you take a workshop is because when you talk to your friends and your parents and people who love you, one, most people don't want to crush your dreams. So they may not say, you could use a little help or something. Some people just don't like to give bad news. Well, instructors don't have that problem. But the whole point of instructor is that they're there to help you. So let's say if you're doing something wrong while you're in a workshop, they can fix it. Whereas, let's say your friends and family, say, oh, she's doing something wrong, but they can't help you. So to seek out advice from friends and family, from people who love you, yeah, don't do that. The other thing I want to point out is, let's say if the instructor says to you, well, no, honey, you're not that good. It can happen. And the thing that I wanted to kind of stress about this is that you can either keep going, and sometimes people just get better with classes. Sometimes practicing other things other than what you know how to do can maybe break you out of the funky habits that you might have right now. I know for sure that I had some very funky habits when I first started, and I needed to be snapped out of them. I think it's the same thing. So sometimes when an instructor might say, well, not now, or, practice, they just really mean just practice. And if you practice and learn and study and research and do all the things that you're supposed to do, you too can become a very great makeup artist. I don't think any makeup artist I know started out of the womb with a brush in their hands. So, relax and enjoy the ride. And if you just say, wow, DeShawn, I'm not really feeling it. I thought I was good at it, but after what my instructor says, I really feel like maybe I do kind of suck, then it's okay to stop. Nobody said you had to, but if it's a deep, deep, deep biting thing for you, then maybe, let's say makeup artistry might not be the thing, but this industry is so broad in terms of things that you can do. You could produce sets. I can't go into all of them right now in this video, but there are so many careers in this industry, in the beauty industry, that you can look into. So I hope that this video has helped you. I hope that you continue to practice. I hope that you study all that you can, everywhere that you can. And I will see you on the next video. Please remember to subscribe below. And thank you, Allison, for such a great question. I love that question when you posted it. So thank you very much. And that's it, people. Have a good one. See you next video.